catch up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Eckler. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters walking home for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
A 5-yard gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
7-yard line.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Fights off the defender, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. It's a foot race.
I'm going to show you, man.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 72 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
23 yards on the play.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, 37 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Michael Badgley.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bengals 14, Chargers 6.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Chargers 6.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
And that's something that he does consistently. Puts quarterbacks on the ground. And Carlos in the NFL. But everyone knows he comes to play each and every year. He hasn't had less than 7.5 sacks since 2012 and 9 in 2019.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
another Bengals.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
13 more yards. That's another Bengals first down.
First one down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 49, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
27-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Joe Reed returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
48-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the screen, Bernard powers ahead at the 45. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Their own 5-yard line.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
The Charger ball.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
A gain of 9 brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
2nd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
offensively with the lead. You want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it here with Bernard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The tackle by
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
taken down.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, here's Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. It's a party now.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
49, guys. Mike, 49. All day, bro.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kenneth Murray brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
You ain't going to burn me.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Bengals 23, Chargers 21. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
7.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Michael Badgley.
And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did. Took it the other way for a score, and now if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle perhaps to win this ball game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go with Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's now 4th.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Bengals.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run with Bernard. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Bengals 31, Chargers 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Chargers 1st down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Intended for number 15.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
He's back to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.